Welcome back to Golf Extra. As the fallout from the LIV-PGA drama continues to unfold, it's only natural to take a look at the winners and losers of the merger. Surprisingly, though, one of the golfers who at first appeared to be one of the biggest losers may actually have had a better outcome in the merger than initially expected. That golfer is Tiger Woods. But what is it about the merger that likely makes him so happy? Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Now, let's get right into how Tiger Woods got his wish as a part of the LIV-PGA merger. For months now, there has been ongoing animosity between LIV Golf and the PGA Tour. Not only that, but also between Tiger Woods and LIV CEO Greg Norman, himself a former pro golfer. Speaking about the conflict between the two sides in November 2022, Tiger made a stand against LIV while still keeping the door open for a merger, with one major caveat: Greg Norman had to go. There is an opportunity out there if both organizations put a stay on their litigation. That's the problem. They've got to put a stay on it. And whether or not they do that or not, there is no willingness to negotiate if you have litigation against you. I think Greg Norman has to go, first of all. It has to start with leadership on their side, understanding that what is happening right now is not the best future for the whole game of golf. You need to have the two bodies come together, and if one side has so much animosity trying to destroy our tour, then how do you work with that? Those are strong words. Woods wasn't the only one who made bold comments in the press. Norman shot back in a January 2023 Fox News interview saying, unfortunately he made a comment that he doesn't know the facts about, because obviously I'm still here. Obviously, he doesn't control what we do with LIV. So just making those comments, I think, is an indication that he might be a bit of a mouthpiece for the PGA Tour to try to get us to create or get turmoil created internally within LIV. But it's not happening. We are fully entrenched. We know where we are going. We know what we're doing. Those comments seem pretty harsh, but the animosity doesn't just come from the tension between LIV and PGA. In fact, there's quite a bit of history between Woods and Norman, both on and off the golf course. At first, Norman and Woods had a good relationship. The two met when Tiger was only 15 years old, and they played several rounds of golf together over the coming years. It's widely thought that Norman played a big role in Woods hiring swing coach Butch Harmon, who would help him to have one of the most dominant stretches in recent golf history. Despite these positive memories, there are some bad ones too. One of these came during the 1996 Australian Open, where a promising young Tiger Woods shot a 79 to start the tournament. Perhaps jealous of Tiger's success, Aussie native Norman remarked in a comment during the tournament, "We play very difficult courses here. He got a shock when he shot 79. Perhaps you will appreciate why Australians play so well when they leave home." Norman did end up winning the tournament, so his comments seemed justified, if a little haughty. Woods didn't have a bad showing either, finishing tied for 5th. By 2011, Norman's attitude about Woods didn't seem to have changed much. Again, in Australia for the 2011 President's Cup, Norman was now the captain of the international team, with Fred Couples serving as the captain for the American team. Even though Woods, as an American, wasn't eligible for the international team, Norman made his thoughts known about Tiger, saying that he likely wouldn't have picked him for his own team. I could understand the name of a Tiger Woods and history of what he's done on the golf course, but I picked the guys who I think are ready to get in there and play and have performed at the highest levels leading up to it. Perhaps taking it personally, Tiger rallied from some putting struggles in his earlier matches to win his Sunday singles matchup against Aaron Baddeley, clinching the cup for the American team. Norman had to be regretting those words after that. Maybe he didn't regret it that much, because Norman launched into the same routine again in 2015, saying about Woods, who was then struggling with injuries, "He will win again. He will win other tour events, but a major, I don't see it." Woods again proved Norman wrong, winning the 2019 Masters to pick up his 15th major championship. Norman wasn't ready to give up though, saying in an interview later that year, "Very few people know this. When Tiger won the Masters this year, I wrote him a handwritten note and drove down my road maybe a quarter of a mile and hand-delivered it to his guard at his gate. I said, 'Hey, this is Greg Norman here. Got a note for Tiger. Can you please hand-deliver it to him?' Well, I never heard a word back from the guy. When I won my first major championship, Jack Nicklaus was the first person to walk down out of the TV tower and congratulate me. I don't know. Maybe Tiger just dislikes me. I have no idea. I've never had a conversation with him about it." I think Woods has plenty of reason to dislike Norman after all of those comments, but I guess to each their own. As for the current state of their relationship, after the LIV-PGA merger news dropped, Norman was active on Twitter right away, celebrating. A great day in global golf for players and fans alike. The journey continues. However, Tiger might have had the last laugh after all, because the journey looks like it may continue without Norman. In a CNBC interview just after the announcement of the merger, Saudi PIF Governor Yasser Al-Rumayyan was asked if he had spoken with Norman before the news broke, to which he responded, "I made a call just before this, and of course he's a partner with us, and all the stakeholders that we have with us, they had the call right before this interview." That comment is suspicious, mainly because it seems that Norman was only notified moments before the rest of us found out, and as such, likely not a big part of the negotiation process or future plans. This was confirmed in a Sports Illustrated article coming not long after that. Reporter Bob Harig wrote regarding Norman's future role in the merged entity. A source told Sports Illustrated that his duties of late have been more as a figurehead, that he was not expected to be part of the venture going forward. So, it seems that Tiger's wish for Norman to leave LIV might come true after all, even if it took a shocking merger with the PGA Tour to occur. Given that Tiger has yet to make any public comment on the matter, it's worth wondering whether or not he had anything to do with this decision to exclude Norman from a role in the organization going forward. This all begs the question, will LIV itself even exist as an organization after the merger is finalized? Jay Monahan, the PGA's embattled leader, thinks not, saying in a recent interview, "I can't see that scenario where LIV continues to exist, but I haven't gotten the full evaluation, the full empirical evaluation of LIV that I'm going to do to be able to comment on that. But I don't see that scenario, no. To me, any scenarios that you're thinking about that bridge between the PGA Tour and LIV would be longer term in nature." While we don't have any comments from Tiger to reference here, his counterpart, Rory McIlroy, has voiced his opinion on the matter, which we can only infer likely mirrors that of Tiger's. Regarding the future of LIV just after the news of the merger, McIlroy said, "I would say an element of team golf might still stay. My hope is it won't be under the LIV umbrella. It will hopefully look very different to what LIV has been. It's not LIV. I still hate LIV. I hope it goes away. And I fully expect that it does. It's very different from LIV. I've tried to protect what the PGA Tour is and what the PGA Tour stands for. There may be a team element, but I don't think it will look anything like LIV has looked, and I think that's a good thing." So, though the merger definitely shocked the golf world, and maybe even Tiger himself, when it all comes down to it, Tiger might very well get his wish. It looks like both Greg Norman and the LIV concept itself might be out of the picture. So, what do you think about the ongoing feud between Tiger Woods and Greg Norman? Do you think that Norman will have a role in the future golf organization formed in the PGA-LIV merger? Be sure to leave us a comment with what you think down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can watch our latest content updates as soon as they drop. We'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.